When your soul cries out, what do you feel? Many, many dimensions, and you know it is. Okay. Ooh. Do you feel in your soul how many dimensions? Hey, family. Do you want to go? I had it right the first time. You messed it up. Sit back. Relax. Okay. When your soul cries out, what do you feel? The pain, the hurt. But that's me. That's me, y'all. How many dimensions do you want to go? Hey, Melissa, Black Ether, YouTube, Facebook, Peace and Blessings family.
Peace and blessings, family. Hit the like button.
How many dimensions do you want to go?
Hit the like button. We only got 4 likes. We got 7 people on there. Hit the like. 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 How y'all doing tonight, family?
How you doing? When your soul cries out. Y'all like this? When your soul cries out. All right, y'all. When your soul cries out. All right, y'all. Welcome to the spiritual vote. Peace and many blessings. I am Wunam, a.k.a. Nicky Love, your African indigenous traditional healer, along with my brother, Adinkra.
Brother Adinkra, I'm your African indigenous traditional healer.
All right, so.
All right.
That, Melissa, that's my song. Y'all never seen the video me and Adinkra did to the song? Go look on YouTube. You'll see it. When your soul cries out. We did a make at home video to this song, okay? All right.
It was kind of funny because I was just like, yeah, I'll let you see it. When you see it, you're going to laugh.
Yeah, y'all going to laugh at us when you see the video. We're probably going to do some more videos just for fun, because we all stuck in the house, y'all, and we ain't got nothing else to do. So that's another good idea. We might do some more videos. But thank you so much, Black Ether. I do that for a hobby, y'all. I sing for a hobby. I do music for a hobby. And actually, I need to get back in there and start working on some more tracks. I haven't worked on anything in a couple of years. I think that was the last thing we did. I did that about 2 years ago. I started working on a new album. When I do all my own music, I do all my own vocals, all my vocals. Oh boy.
That was not happening.
All right, y'all. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute.
Don't put that on.
No, we're not. We got it on the phone. Daniela, we're live. How may I help you?
Yeah, so tonight, family, we'll be talking about relationships. Switching from physical, being more physical to spiritual.
Everything okay?
You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into more of us coming back to our spiritual selves and balancing out everything. As far as it goes with, hold on, let me see. As far as it goes with the one-ships, right? She's all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have her text me.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. Have a young lady that really needed some help. She's out of state. We had to make sure she was okay. That's what we do. You know what I mean? So let me just have her text me. But go ahead. So you told him what we're gonna be talking about?
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna be talking about the spiritual aspect. Everybody's becoming more spiritual. So what's happening is the ancestors are putting people together that's really supposed to be together. It's not like it's not gonna be like it was in the past. You see somebody, you want to sleep with them and all of that stuff, because this is what the programming they have been putting out for years and years and decades. But now the energy is switching up.
Yeah. So we're saying that the topic tonight is we're going to talk about one ships. We're going to talk about the new age one ships, okay? Which means one ships in the past. You guys know.
This is the daughter.
Okay, you guys know from the radio show, we used to do relationship topics all the time. And I remember one year we had a show, and the show was basically talking about us being able to. Okay, hold on. Can you go see what she want? We get all kind of interruptions. The show was talking about us being able to um, close the communication gap between black men and black women because of course we're in the black community, but anybody who's of other ethnicities, it was a good show. Okay, one of the things is closing the communication gap between men and women because there were so many differences. Well, long story short, back then I started calling them one ships because we have to realize that we really become as one. So tonight what we're talking about is we're talking about the new age one ships that's going to be, okay, and how it's going to be more spiritual opposed to physical. Now I hate to get y'all depressed, my brothers, but the new one ships coming into this new time and new energy and this transformation that the body's taking is not going to put sex number one, okay? Is not going to make it number one. So do not get it confused. Because most of y'all are on that, it's all about sex. I'm not going to say most of y'all. That's not fair because I know some really good brothers who are, serious about, their one ships. But I want to say is that that's the first thing. No sex, no sex, no sex. I hate to bust y'all bubble, but nope, it's going to be a little bit different as we evolve into our spiritual selves. And we'll talk more about that because I know y'all going to have a lot to say about it. We are taking callers tonight, too. So if you want to call in and just give your opinion or your statement or what you think about the new age one ships, because I'm telling y'all what Spirit showed me. First of all, we talked about it years ago. More soulmates are going to be put together, okay? With saying that, one ships are going to be looked at totally different, which means back in the day, you had a lot of cheating, a lot of infidelity. You had a lot of, unbalanced one ships that were taking place. And we used to say, we're going to balance each other out sexually, mentally, physically, spiritually. Now it's going to be more spiritual than anything. Okay? So that means when you are put together with your soulmate, it's going to be on another whole level. And that one ship is not going to be based off of sex because although we used to say in the past, sex plays a very important part, right? A very important part of it. You got it?
It's right there.
A very important part of it, we must understand that that's going to be the least important part in the new future as your body goes through the transformation and the cellular change. It's almost going to be like, the energy that the spirit showed me or the ancestors showed me is going to be like you all are going to mentally have sex more than physical. So one ships are going to become more spiritual and less physical, okay? And if you disagree, then you tap into your spirit and you show me what they showed you, okay? I want y'all to show me that. Do call in if you have questions. We are taking questions and statements. So the number is 909-749-8626, okay?
Okay, let me see.
Gwendolyn Fleetwood, thank you for tuning in to the Spiritual Vote. Melissa, okay, do you all have questions? Because we want to get into the topic. Now, as I said, before, it would always be with your one ships, okay, whether you was married or whether you wasn't married, you should balance each other out. 50% mentally, physically, sexually, okay? What's the other one? Mentally, physically, sexual, spiritually, right?
Yeah.
All right. And that doesn't mean, when I say spiritually, that don't mean that, oh, okay, well, he's a Christian, I'm a Christian, okay? And he's a Muslim, I'm a Christian. No, it means being spiritual because there's a difference between being a religious and spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
All right? We're talking about spiritually, where your spirits can connect, where you're connected so much that, he'll finish or she'll finish your sentence, or you'll know what she's thinking, or you'll know what he's thinking. I'm talking about spiritual like that. Okay?
Yeah, and I don't know. I just feel like more than anything, you should be trying to connect with your partner like that. You should be trying to become like one, and one in the sense of spiritually, like just coming together and connecting everything that she do, you want to do, and vice versa. And like you said, like if you're really spiritually connected, you can actually make love to your partner from if they're in another
mentally.
state, mentally in another state. If they, if say if you married and your husband's on a business trip, if you're spiritually connected, you can still tap in and get the job done that way.
Now, if you all have some questions, we're also doing readings tonight, and we're doing relationship, or as I call them, one-ship readings. Okay, about what's going on in your one-ship as we talk about this topic, because it's a very important topic. Everybody, it's time to take our minds off of COVID-19, and the coronavirus. It's time to talk about what's getting ready to happen in the future, because there is a future. Don't get it confused. And as we go through these changes with our body, many of you all think it's going to be the 5G. Is the 5G that's messing your radiation, all that good stuff that's going on. You ought to understand we are going through a natural transformation along with the universe, along with, every species on this planet. So come here. Come
Thank
here.
you, thank you, Black Star 442 for the $8 donation. We appreciate it. Um, Miss Erica says, "What happens when one mate is raising their vibration and their partner is not trying to raise their vibration?"
The ancestors will take it apart naturally,
Yeah.
and everybody goes through their own every second, every minute, every hour. Everybody goes through their own time when it's time for them to transform and vibrate on a higher frequency. So if your partner is not catching up where you're at, I've seen this more than ever, because I do a lot of reading, y'all. I mean, a lot of readings, where the ancestors are naturally taken apart and they're putting soulmates together. Now, this is something I talked about years ago on the radio show. I told you all it had to be at least 5 to 7 years ago when I was telling everybody back then, do understand what's getting ready to come.
Hmm.
And sure enough, it comes to pass, because I'm getting calls where people been together for 20 years and the ancestors naturally breaking them apart. They're
Yeah.
being put together with their actual soul mates,
And a
okay?
lot of times they try to fight it, right? Because they,
Right,
even though that they might not be connected like they used to be, they still love that partner. But a lot of time it's just the ancestors, like she said, they'll break that contract because it's time for you to move on. Sometimes, like my wife always says, sometimes you will put in a person's life just to have children and bring those spirit those souls into the world and move on.
that's right.
So we can't get caught up in trying to make something happen or make something work that's not going to work.
Right. And see, and again, it's being done naturally. It's happening naturally, because if you all remember, I told you about the 144,000, right? They speak about the 144,000 in the Bible, but the 144,000 are the 144 indigenous ones to the land. Okay, so a lot of soulmates are being put together because they have to make a change within humanity. So people with let me put it this way: the indigenous ones and the people with the energy of vibrating on higher frequencies are getting ready to be the ones who are going to lead the change that we see in humanity.
Hmm.
Okay.
And it's crazy because you also, the Bible also talks about being equally yoked, and a lot of people think it's supposed to be a Christian with a Christian, but to me, when you get more of an understanding, I think it's more like being spiritual. You know what I mean, and connecting with that person. Like I really believe that if a person doesn't let their religious differences, like what they believe, get in the way,
Uh-huh.
I think they can. I think a Christian and a non-Christian can blossom together if they have a spiritual connection. But they can't be saying, "Well, you can't be doing that. You're gonna go to hell and this and that," because, like, say if you had somebody who was into traditional religion,
Mm-hmm.
but you have somebody that's a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
but they could be like maybe a New Orleans type Christian. You know what I mean? Like a voodoo or something, or
Uh-huh.
practice that. Those two people will be able to coexist, even though they may be Catholic and they
And
do
one
that.
is traditional.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think that they won't be able to work. They won't be able to, be with a person like that, but they actually can. But it just depends on where the other person's mind is.
Well, what's happening now is out of our control. again, we must pay attention that we are in a major, major change. And what that means is we're going through a huge transformation, despite the fact that we have this temporary setback with all that we see and hear that's going on. We still have to go through this transformation.
Mm-hmm.
And as well as we're going through, it's just not us, it's the cosmos, it's the planets, it's the universe, it's every species on this planet that is going through this transformation. And again, as we know, this happens every 25,920 years. We're in a new age now. So what's taking place at a cellular level, we have no control of. As I told you all, even the features are going to start to change.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The body statue is going to start to change. The mindset is going to start to change. You know, they already started on the inside because, you know, we did a show a couple of years ago about the organs moving, but now they're working on the outside, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that means you better get ready because you're going to begin to think differently. You're going to see things differently. Sex is not going to be a priority in your life, okay? It's going to be like, yeah, that's good. You know what I mean? Because you still got to make babies. But it's sort of going to be like the animal kingdom where you come together just to repopulate, right? But it's not going to be the most important thing. You're going to start seeing pornography die down very, very quickly, and especially because of all the pedophilia and all the nasty, disgusting things that they do with that. So what I'm telling you all is getting ready to be a whole mindset change that takes place with humanity. So when we talk about one-ships, marriages or relationships as you call them, okay, it's going to be on a different vibration. There's not going to be arguing all the time. You're not going to be arguing like you did in the past.
So you mean to tell me that one of the biggest industries in the world is going to be affected by this spiritual
Oh,
change?
they sure
The
are.
pornography business.
That's right. That's right. They're going to be affected by it big time. Big
Okay.
time.
Alan Johnson says, I was married for 12 years and just got a divorce.
Alan Johnson,
He said we grew apart.
12 years and you just got a divorce. Alan Johnson, and that might be the case. You grew apart. So with saying that, you know, I'm going to say that this is what we're talking about. You're growing apart because you're no longer, the energy for you and that person is no longer conducive to where you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
No longer need to be together. You don't need to be together because one's here and one's here. You know what I mean? And if you're not meshing with each other, ancestors are going to say, oh, nope, we got to put you here because you're supposed to be doing this. You got to do it. You know what I mean? So, and it's very possible that that was the reason. You all just wasn't meant to be together no more. And like Brother Dinkler said, let me tell you all this. At the end of the day, a lot of times we don't realize that really a lot of us come together just to bring babies in this world. It's not supposed to last longer than it was supposed to last or whatever. We force things instead of letting things go naturally or be done by nature.
Candy Rain says, how do you know your actual soulmate, who your actual soulmate is?
You'll recognize your soulmate. Trust me when I tell you. Your eyes will connect. You'll recognize them. You'll be like, I feel like I know you. It'll be like, I feel like I know you from and you'll never, you know, in this lifetime, you ain't never seen that person. But you'll have a natural connection. And yes, you can have more than one soulmate. Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? On many different levels. Sometimes you could have a soulmate and it's not supposed to be a physical relationship. It could be a spiritual marriage that you're supposed to have. It's not supposed to be physical, just spiritual. Okay? We'll do another show about that later. We'll talk about that later. But the point is, you'll recognize them. It'll feel like you're connected with that soul. Like you'll feel very, very familiar with that person. Okay?
Miss Erica says, yes. The more in touch I get in my spiritual journey, I notice that I can't share or talk to my mate as much. Thank y'all for talking about this topic.
You are so welcome, Miss Erica. You're so welcome. And see, the thing about it is that your mate is just not where you're at. And the problem with that is that, you know, a lot of people, I've had people come and say, well, how can I get him or get her more interested? I've been trying to teach her about the meditation and this and that, and vice versa. I've been trying to teach him about that. It's just not their time. Everybody has their time. When you start seeing them one-on-ones, that's your time where you'll begin to go through your transformation. Okay? So that person's just not there yet. The universe is not going to take them there yet. It's not their time. So with saying that, either he's going to slowly or she's going to slowly catch up, and the ancestors let you know, okay, or they're not, and they'll pull you all apart because they have another plan for you, okay? They have another plan. What's so funny?
um, Alan Johnson said that's what I did. That's what I did. I tried to force things for a long time. Candy Rain says, my husband told me yesterday that he was gonna tell God he didn't want to be spiritually elevated.
What? What did your
She
husband
said
say?
he told her that he was gonna tell God that he didn't want to be spiritually elevated.
Well, tell him take that's between him and God. That's their goddamn business. All right. He didn't want to be spiritually elevated, but that's on him. He got to deal with his God with that. Okay. He got to deal with his God. Maria Forte, hey Maria Forte, Modi Busta. Okay. All right, family. We are doing readings tonight. So if you all want some readings to catch ears, you got to call in. Okay. We're talking about the new